Bananas and Nani, they're doing stuff. They're running back and forth. You know, they're not lollygagging or nothing. Y'all, Nani gonna say that the way she memorizes the puzzle pieces is by naming them. But then she still didn't remember. Girl, huh? Who gave you that strategy? Who gave you that strategy? Is that how you got through school? No, Nani. No. We're not doing that anymore. George, instead of Orange. Girl, if you don't, y'all be doing nonsense. I didn't tell me brain works. It just named the puzzle. Nani, go sit down. Go sit down and drink water. Go drink water and mind your business. Chauncey and Amber, like, Chauncey's useless. Like, in this game, he's just not, don't you hate people who look like they're fit, look like they should be in shape, look like they should at least be, like, good at some type of athletic anything, and they're just there? Chauncey is just there. Amber be trying her best, but Chauncey is pulling the girl back. Thank goodness that she loved him, because if it was just a regular guy, I'd be like, can you drop this anchor? But whatever. Anissa thickums just like Veronica. But my thing is, like, you could be thickums, like, I get it, whatever, right? But at least try. Anissa's like, I'm not built for running. I'm built for comfort. Girl, if you don't get your earth, at least run till you can't run them. Okay? Run and then let it be like, ooh, I'm tired. She didn't even try. I feel like she walked the whole way and then slowed down walking some more. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And Jordan is getting frustrated at this point. So y'all, it's back to Nelson and Nerese versus Tori and Devin, and they are neck and neck. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, Nelson and Nerese are beasting. Nerese's memory is amazing. Like, Nelson is able to balance on this thing so that she's able to see the puzzle pieces. They get back and she's keeping up. Nerese is really keeping up with Nelson, and Nelson is really, really fast. Like, they're doing amazing. Even TJ is impressed, because, ever since that went, I guess Nerese is his good luck charm, right? So, they're in the lead, and Tori and Devin get to a point where they're really, really close. But y'all, it comes right down to it. It seems like a couple of seconds, y'all. But guess who pulls it out? Nelson and Nerese do end up pulling out the win, and they're the team that finishes the puzzle in time, and they are safe from elimination. They are safe from elimination, right? So y'all, TJ gives the whole spiel about they got to go back and pick the 4 teams and decide who will go into the elimination and who's going to participate in the draw also, right? And Nelson hates it because he wants to stay out the way. He don't want to ruffle no feathers. So y'all, then we pan to Jay, which I didn't even realize that this was a thing, right? So we pan to Jay, Devin, and Nelson, and they're basically in an alliance. And we didn't know about it, but hey, we're here now. And they're basically advising Nelson on what he should do, who he should put in, who they think would be a good idea. And out of nowhere, Devin mentions Amber. Jay, because, Michelle is close with Amber. So Jay is like, why would you put Amber in? They're not even winning. They're not a threat in any way. And Devin is like, well, I don't know. There's just something about Amber. And then there's just Amber. And then just Amber. There's nothing about Amber not to try. Like, y'all are just, I just think y'all are weirdos. Like, I really think y'all are really weirdo. Like, I think you guys might be smoking crank, not crack, crank, because Amber is minding her business. She's not even winning this time, so y'all, it can't be that you jealous of her winning. What's the problem? Like, I'm confused. I have no clue what it could possibly be. And they don't give any tangible reasons, like, oh, she did this thing, so I think that's shady. No, it's literally because I don't know, Amber, I don't know. Like, what? It's so stupid. So Nelson's ding dong is over there really considering it. He's like, no, I don't want to put her in. And Jay's like, doesn't even make any sense. And Devin is still pushing it. And, obviously, if you give the devil time, he's going to talk you into bullshit. So, y'all, then we get to the deliberation with Nelson and Nerese. This is what frustrated me. So they pick the teams, right? They pick Bananas and Nani because obviously they're a strong team. But Nelson feels bad about Nani. But Nani is attached to Bananas. So he's like, hey, I got to take out, let's just swing big. Then they also decide to put in Anissa and Jordan because Jordan is coming for Jay, and Jay is in Nelson's alliance, and he's chosen a side because really he was working with both of them, but he felt like he had to choose his side because they had beef, so he chose Jay's side even though Jay came for Jordan first. And because Nelson has stupid logic, but whatever, what else is new? So then Nelson brings up Amber, right? And he's like, Amber, Amber and Chauncey, I don't know, like, I think, they think they don't trust her. I want to put her in or something like that. And Nerese is like, this is what be pissing me off. Nerese first says, right, I feel like you can absolutely trust Amber. She would never do anything to you. She's never going to put you in. Like, you can trust Amber. I keep telling you that. I don't know why you're concerned. And Nelson is like, he feels feels like he has to appease his alliance because of the Amber thing and like put Amber in, and he can't be, you know, beholden to her because like where's that going to put him in the game? Like he has to think about his game too, right? So Nelson's logic as to why he has to put Amber in, as Amber and Chauncey are the only choice, is because he already said Bananas and Nany, so he can't put in Casey and Kenny because then Casey could end up going against Nany. He doesn't want to do that to them. He can't put in Jay and Michelle, and he can't put in Tori and Devin because Devin and Jay are in his alliance. I understood his dumbass logic, like, because it's dumb, because why promise somebody that you're not going to say their name and then really be trying to negotiate even though your partner thinks that they're trustworthy to say their name? And he's like, he wants to put in Darrell and Veronica because if he puts in Darrell and Veronica and he puts in Amber and Chauncey, he knows that if either of them pick the safe, that they'll probably choose each other. So they can make a deal that Darrell will help Amber and Amber will help Darrell, obviously, because they have a good relationship, and it'll end up being Aneesa and Jordan versus Bananas and Nany, and the two strong teams can somehow take each other out. All right, so basically the nominations end up being Aneesa and Jordan, Bananas and Nany, Amber and Chauncey, snake shit, and Darrell and Veronica, right? Y'all, so I mean, these are just ridiculous and stupid, and I think this might be worse than Jay and Michelle. Like, it might be worse because I just expected more from Nelson. Like, he's so about his word, but I'm like, and he didn't have to do that. He really didn't. Nany's pissed because she has a close relationship with Nelson, and Nelson is like, I'm so sorry to do this to you. Nany's like, that's bullshit. If you really wanted to shake things up and you really wanted to, you know, swing big, why wouldn't you put in somebody that already came for you, somebody that already snaked you, and put in Fessy and Mariah? Like, why is Fessy not there? Why are you swinging at Amber and Chauncey when you could have put in Fessy and Mariah? Or you could have, instead of putting in Aneesa and Jordan, you didn't even have to get involved in the Jordan and Jay thing. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. That's absolutely stupid. And you know, I didn't even think about that at the time, but I'm like, yeah, why didn't you put Fessy in? Like, what do you owe to Fessy? Oh, because y'all cool now? So now you don't want to put Fessy in? But when he snaked you, it was boo-hoo-hoo-hoo at the reunion? Man, like, y'all, I don't understand the logic. It's really just, it's madness, to be honest. And it's really looking like a conspiracy against Amber for absolutely no reason, because why? Darrell and Veronica come in and they understand, and Darrell, you know, Nelson explains to Darrell his plan with her and Amber, and then, you know, they could save each other, and that's the plan, that he's not saying their name as the main vote, that he just wants to let them know that he respects him, blah 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 bullshit. Darrell is like, you know what, hey man, it's cool, I understand you playing the game however you want to play it, and you know, I didn't think you would be smart enough to play it like this, but just don't mess it up now. So then Aneesa and Jordan are there, and they also understand and get it, and Nelson explains the Jordan and Jay thing, and that he had to choose a side, and that Jay is in his alliance, and that it is what it is, and Jordan's like, I get it, you know, I understand, it is what it is, right? Amber comes in, Amber and Chauncey, and obviously Amber is hurt, betrayed. She literally had this conversation with him before all of this happened, and literally said that only him and Darrell are the two people that she trusts in the house. He reassured her that she's good, and it ended up snaking her, that he understands that he hurt her, and you know, that wasn't his intention, but he was in a tight position, and blah blah blah, just a bunch of BS that don't even make no sense. And then y'all, this flip-flopping weirdo, like, y'all are so weird. Is it that y'all don't know y'all are being recorded or filmed? Now y'all remember Nerese literally said that she trusts Amber, she doesn't think Amber will do anything to snake Nelson. Nerese then gonna say that there's just something about Amber that I just don't trust. There's just something about her that's just like, don't trust her, and I think my gut is right. Girl, where was that gut 10 minutes ago before people came in to discuss their deliberation and discuss their elimination chances? Like, what was it hidden under the crack? That's the thing with this episode, because I don't understand what level, what degree of crack it is that they're smoking at this point, because it's flying off the shelves. It's flying off the shelves. That's what's happening. Do you know we can see you? Do you know that you're on television? Nerese, don't piss me off. I just gave you a compliment. You did well in the daily challenge. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, because you're being stupid. You're being stupid, and you're doing that weirdo mean girl thing. Like, did you watch last season and you were like, oh, I know how to get out of this. Amber can't be trusted. Crack. Like, what? And basically, to round it off, Bananas and Nany basically said that they're not going to forget. Nany's like, if I go in, I'm not going to forget all the bullshit, all the apologies, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to forget. And I'm like, period, sis. Don't forget. People don't forget. So then y'all, we are at the club, right? So they go out, they get ready to go out to the club. And Nerese is still toting this BS that she's trying to convince herself of, that there's something about Amber that something in it. You got some nerve talking about not being trustworthy. You were thotting and bopping in the Are You the One house. Let's bring it all back Nerese. Don't try to revamp. Don't try to rebrand, girl. Okay? You've been thotting and bopping. You've been not trustworthy. You've been other womaning. Okay? You're the only person that's proven to not be trustworthy here that has a reputation even before the challenge. You're the feeling. You're the feeling that every woman has. Like, knock it off. And stop regurgitating BS that you heard from last season just to get out of your partner out of the BS and nonsense that he did. Like, y'all don't be feeling heat when you be telling lies. When you just literally blatantly lie. But you don't be feeling the heat on your neck, because I be feeling it on my neck when y'all lie. Like, my neck be itching. Devin starts to get found out. Amber been peeped that, Devin is on some sneaky shit, but okay. And everyone is peeping it. Like, Veronica has said that, yeah, Devin and Tori managed to always miss being put in elimination. Bananas and Nani says that clearly they made some type of deal. But somehow, the fault lies on Amber. Somehow, some way, right? So Devin tries to flip the script and make it seem as if other people are coming for him and assassinating his character, and that what they're accusing him of isn't actually real. How did you stay out of elimination, my boy? It's you being sneaky and making deals with everybody. What are you talking about? You have a deal with every single person that wins. Like, everybody can see that. You're not low. Like, we can see you. So basically, Devin goes up to, because I guess he's feeling the heat that everyone's noticing, that he's sneaky and he's just making whatever deals that he can. So Devin tells Nelson that there was a deal being made between Chauncey and Jordan to attack Nelson's alliance and mess up his alliance. Who knew you had an alliance? 1. 2, who cares about your goofy ass alliance? You snaked Amber. So what do you I don't understand. Is you finding out what he did to the alliance gonna now remove them from the elimination? Is it now gonna make it so that they don't have to pull the save? Is it now gonna make it so that they don't go into elimination? I'm confused as to how now you're the victim and you're demanding something from them. And I know the only reason Amber and Chauncey are entertaining it is so they wouldn't be thrown in. And Chauncey is basically like, he's like, I didn't plan to mess up your alliance. I made a deal with Jordan, right? And that we would have each other's backs, but it didn't have nothing to do with your alliance. And whoever told you that is a liar. And the truth is not in them. And basically Devin. So like Chauncey stands his ground and basically says what it is that he said. I mean, in a roundabout way, but he basically, like, he didn't do nothing wrong. I'm sorry, Nelson, you have nothing to stand on. Nothing to stand on. And I knew you were a clown and I knew you were goofy, and I really tried to give you a chance because I felt like you were trying to make an effort, but this is not the effort. Like, you're goofy. And this isn't just game goofy. You're like life goofy. This is stupid. Devin is still trying to promote and preach this anti-Amber BS. Devin basically starts to hear some rumblings that, Amber has pointed out what everybody sees, that Devin is clearly playing every side in order to save himself, and he's not trustworthy. Which, I mean, hello, everybody knew that. Who didn't know that? Everybody knew that. And so Devin goes to confront Michelle, because Michelle is close with Amber, to find out what Amber has been saying about him. And Michelle is like, all she's asked me is like, why did I create an alliance with you, or why did I make a deal with you? That was all she said. And Devin lost his mind. That was just so offensive. And she's lying to his face. And how dare you lie to my face? Boy, who are you? Who are you? Like, I'm sorry. I don't see it for Michelle. I don't care for Michelle. But shout out to her for having Amber's back and just being a good friend. And also being like, Devin, you not nobody. You don't run nothing. Okay? You don't run anything. You don't run anyone. Nobody owes you anything. You haven't done anything for any of them. Like, you and Jay just got cool a couple seconds ago. Her and Jay just got cool a couple seconds ago. So this idea that somebody owes you something and you get to press somebody about Amber when you're the reason that Amber got thrown into eliminate. Like, no, nobody owes you anything. Nobody cares. Like, go cry in your cup. Go cry in your cup of liquor. So he blows it up and makes it this big thing. Everyone comes outside, and Michelle kind of talks roundabout and was like, she didn't say, and Devin is like, no, I know what was said. There were things said, and there was the things, and there was all the things, and these are the things. And Tori's trying to calm it down because she's like, oh my God, this is why I didn't want Devin to keep trying to make deals with people, because now look, we in some mess. And Jay is like, just kill it. Like, that don't even make any sense. Michelle is like, boy, bye. Like, I'm not answering. I'm not wavering. You're ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to bully me. You're not going to talk to me crazy so that you can get a response out of me. That's not going to work. And I'm like, okay, I don't really like you like that, but period. So clearly everybody sees what Devin is trying to do. The people with brains anyway. So not Nelson. Veronica, obviously Amber, Michelle, Bananas, they see that like Devin is trying to take the heat off of himself and put it onto Amber so that it's Amber's issue, and nobody can look at the fact that Devin and Tori magically have never been in any type of elimination. Magically, their names have never been said, and they had never won to even put anybody in. So it doesn't make any sense. And they can see that, and they don't want to acknowledge that people can see that, so they want to make it an Amber issue so it can be the Amber show, that everybody hates Amber show again, and it's not going to work this time. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Ow. Y'all, so we get to the elimination grounds, y'all. So Nelson and Nurys are there to announce who is going straight into the elimination out of the 4 teams, right? Guess who Goofy chooses? Guess who the Goof movie chooses? Goof movie is going to choose Amber and Chauncey to go straight into the elimination. Not even give them a chance to pull the safe. Not even keep his word about the Amber and Darrell thing because of some BS that Devin has said about Chauncey making a deal with Jordan. What they got to do with you? You put all of them in elimination. Like, is it me? Is it me? Am I crazy? Like, where are y'all getting the nerve, the audacity, the impetus? This is ridiculous. So, I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for Nelson and Nurys over that song. Girl, we don't care and we'll do it again. Girl, I hope you do it again and you get rocked. Okay, I hope you do it again and you look goofy just like you did this time. You look just as goofy as before. Okay, trying to make power moves when you ain't no damn power person. Like, knock it off. You just got here. You just got here. You don't even go here. So Amber and Chauncey are going in. Amber's like, you know, I was snaked, I was betrayed, but when I'm pissed, I do better. So let's go. And period, right? So then the team that pulls the safe, y'all, out of the 3 teams left, Bananas and Nany immediately pull the safe knife together, the safe dagger together, and it's left for Darrell and Veronica and Aneesa and Jordan. And Bananas saves. He decides to save because Darrell and Veronica do not talk game with them, and Nany is obviously closer with Aneesa, and Nany decides to choose Aneesa and Jordan to save. So it ends up being mentor and mentee Darrell and Veronica versus Amber and Chauncey, y'all. And ooh, this is a good one, y'all. And it's so sad. Like, Amber is so sad. She's emotional because she's like, this is literally the last person that I have in the house that I can trust outside of Chauncey, and now one of us has to go home, and it's just a bad situation across the board. And it is. It's like it's they're all trash. So basically, the elimination game is called Deep Web. So what they do is they start at the top of a platform, and they have to crawl through these nets down to pick puzzle pieces one by one and take turns and go climb up this net and get back to the top. Once they've gathered all of the puzzle pieces, then they have to put this puzzle together, and whoever does that the fastest wins the elimination and is safe to go back and join everybody to win the $1 million. Y'all, oh my God, this elimination, my heart was palpitating because I was like, I really want Amber to win. Like, I don't care for Veronica, but also I know it's sad because of the Darrell thing, but I was very clearly rooting for Amber and Chauncey. Y'all, and Chauncey got the show. It had to show me something, y'all. But they do good, y'all. Amber is slipping and sliding through the thing, right? Darrell slipping and sliding. Veronica trying to slip and slide. And baby, listen, the ass was assing. Veronica's ass was ass, and the ass betrayed her. The dog betrayed her, right? But she figured it out. She did figure it out, which I was really proud of her. Like, you know, Veronica has given absolutely nothing in the game physically. But this one, the elimination, listen, no, she pulled it out. She pulled it out. For being short and thick, like, nah, she pulled it out. She really tried. It got to the point where it was neck and neck. It was like one, I think they both got up there with the puzzle piece, and it was up to just finishing the puzzle, right? Because Amber and Chauncey ended up getting stuck. So they go back and forth. Veronica even at one point gets completely stuck at the bottom, but she figures out a way and shimmies her way up, y'all. So they get the puzzle pieces, and now they're doing the puzzle, and the puzzle is a bunch of 8s. It's like a diagram of 8s, right? So they're trying to put the puzzle together. People are helping each of them, each side. Like, they're doing their best. And Chauncey actually does good, but Chauncey's like, I'm so nervous, but I do not want her to know that I'm nervous. I do not want Amber to get upset. I hate making her upset, so I'm like, that's really cute, but also focus, right? So they're focusing, and they get so close, y'all. They get so close. And just because of how well Veronica did, despite what I thought she would do, like, I don't want them to win, but I was like, dang, like, I know, like, that would have been really cool if they won also, right? But y'all, all in all, guess who wins? Guess who wins? my good sis Amber, because that's just what we do. Despite the adversity, despite the obstacle courses, despite the haters, despite the devil and his cohorts, the devil and his people coming looking for whom to devour, Amber was covered. Amber was protected, okay? It was giving victory, all right? It was giving number one. It was giving permanent victory. You can't knock me off my game, even with my man, and we back in the house, and you're not gonna do nothing about it, but stay mad, right? So Amber and Chauncey went back in the house, but obviously she's emotional because she has to say bye to her mentor. And you know, Darrell is like, man, they some snakes. You just gotta keep your head up. Like, you just gotta stay focused, know who to trust in there, and play your game, right? Darrell says he's really proud of Veronica, that she didn't give up on him, and she didn't. Like, she really did so well. And TJ is impressed, and you know, sends them home and says, you know, he hopes to see them in the future, you know, the normal spiel. And that Amber is a beast, Chauncey's a beast, that they really proved themselves. And Nelson, when he put them in, was like, and Chauncey, you got every time prove yourself, bro. Which he didn't, to prove himself, but not in that way, your whack ass. But he absolutely did. He did great, and I was proud of Chauncey too. And they are back in the house to join the rest of the house. And everybody should be scared. You should be scared, ho. You should be scared. The nerve, the audacity of you. Oh God, I'm disgusted. Devin is so, just when I think I'll be liking people, I'll be like, okay, I think I'm aesthetic. Then you just go back to being dumb and annoying. Like, that's so goofy. But y'all, let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Go ahead and hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post episode 8. And also like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with a friend. Share it on whatever platform, you guys. Let's continue to grow. We're on our way. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys spreading the news, and we're on our road to 1,000, y'all. We're chugging, we're plugging along, you know, slow and steady wins the race, right? So you guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.